Oh, you party pooper. I know, Ed. Well, we can sing.
You know what time it is.
Boom shakalaka! Yay! Everyone, even Chris Hale. Yes.
Right.
Welcome,
Yes.
welcome. And to North End Update Live, the best show on the internet, and you know this.
Yes. And you are, who are you?
I'm Rocki.
Yep, and I'm Chaveevah.
And this is North End Update. Thank you so much for joining us. We have
Yes.
Travis coming in. Everybody already knows he's late because we've been talking about it for the last 5
That's
minutes.
right. So you don't have to put up your
Right,
finger
try
like
it.
you're in church. Just come on down.
Right, hold your finger up and
You know
sit
what?
down.
Putting me on blast all the way. Right out the gate. Putting all
Here's
my
your mic.
business
Oh,
out there.
look at you all. Got a couple raindrops on you.
It's coming down out there.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
well.
get mic'd up.
Well, this is it. We have Travis finally on the show, and we're so excited to welcome you, Travis Ferguson of the Ferguson Real Estate Team, and Chris, who was on time.
That's right.
Chris
Hale.
And he rubbed
Of-
his in.
Yes. Gallagher, Bluedorn. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have some amazing frequent viewers, Chaveevah.
Yes, we definitely do. Shout out to Doug Marshall, Peggy Passon, Margot Moorhead Drain, and Michael Irvin.
Yeah, all of them. And who else? Dusky
Okay.
Steele. Go ahead.
Terry
Nate-
Osmondson.
There you go.
Nate Ambrose, Sherman Wise.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And thank you all for watching. And today we want to share with our guests today that our talking points are going to be really good, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. And a main talking point, we try to bring one to you every week. Today, don't wait for everything to be perfect before
Yes.
you decide to enjoy your life. Yeah.
Can you relate to that?
Definitely, in more than one ways, but I think that's a really good point. It's something that we actually reiterate on our team quite a bit as far as getting ready to get ready to get ready.
Right.
Waiting until it's perfect, trying to be a perfectionist before you actually, like you said, enjoy it, put it in motion,
Right.
and kind of get into action.
And see, he's the right guy to talk about it in just a little bit. And then also our Give It Air is going to be talking about why it's so important to tell your own story, Chris.
Right. Yeah.
Can you relate to that?
Oh, I can relate to it. Yeah, for sure. I think oftentimes we try to make assumptions, or we don't give everyone the microphone to speak their story, right? And so
Right.
if you have the power to give up the microphone and let the people tell their story, I think that's important.
Absolutely.
Great, and we're going to just talk about those points in
Yeah.
just a little bit. So I'm glad that you're warmed up on them. Now you guys kind of can think about what you're going to contribute to the conversation. We want to encourage our viewers to contribute today as well. And don't forget to...
Oh, remind everybody, please don't forget to post Boom Shakalaka in the comments, because when you do, your name goes into prize drawing for a fantastic prize on the last Friday of the month.
Yes.
Yeah. This Friday's
This
month's prize is
is-
a gift certificate from Sparklot.
Right, a $50
big
$50
ones.
50
right.
big ones right to the Sparklot. You can buy
Nice.
anything you want.
Yep.
I still have not gone to the new location yet. I'm excited to check that out.
It's nice,
I've
yeah.
seen pictures.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward
I'm
to
lucky.
checking
I
it
live
out.
right above it.
You do? Oh, you are so lucky. Have you been there?
Yeah,
Oh, I've got to get there. Yeah, downtown Waterloo is just growing, and there's so many new things happening.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to find out a lot more about some great things going on. But R&C, our breaking news today, Chaveevah.
The Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa has awarded scholarships to 123 Black Hawk County students that are seeking higher education. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Statewide, 277 students were awarded, and I quote, $635,781.
Wow.
That's the largest total scholarship award amount since the community foundation has been in existence.
Oh my goodness, isn't that wonderful?
That's awesome.
I mean, let's go ahead and give our community foundation Northeast Iowa. Go ahead, right? And that's what's up, is investing in your community. It means so much. All right, newsflash, birthday people. Travis is my son. Did you know that?
I can know that.
You did know that? Yeah, he's my son. And guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? We taught him how to sing when he was growing up, so he can sing. And I've heard
those singing lessons were not up to par.
on point.
Your voice lessons make you sound like your Uncle Jeff.
I gotta call him out.
Right? But I heard you can really go. You can sing, not just
We can all
sing.
sing together, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're gonna sing for you, birthday people. So don't worry, it's gonna be a great quartet. Okay, and I guess we're gonna talk about the Soul Town. Thank you, Travis.
Yes.
All right. What do you got, Chaveevah, today?
Well, the Soul Town, I'm just really liking the cover. Just call me
Oh,
Mayor
yes.
Taylor. Yes. And so she is the mayor in, see now,
She's the mayor.
Thank you.
Great, great.
In Menlo Park.
Okay, great. And of course, Agnes and Ed are working magic today. They got it right there on the screen. You can see that beautiful woman who's a mayor. It just makes a lot of sense to talk about people that are making a big difference in Black and brown communities, Chaveevah.
Yeah.
And the Soul Town is a virtual community that isn't just nationwide, it's worldwide. So you can get your print copy. Again, something else you can buy at Earth's, right?
That's right.
Or you can call Chillin at 319-505-4020.
Or, of course, you can go to thesoultownmagazine.com.
Okay, right. Thank you for that. And just want to tell you guys that we get emails every day. I'm sure you get a lot of emails too. But people, one of the most common, if we look through our emails on a weekly basis, one of the most asked questions is, why do we say boom shakalaka? And what does it mean? So, what do you think boom shakalaka means?
I mean, it's a celebration.
Okay,
right?
there you go.
Yeah, it's you're excited. You know, it's Friday. Like, that's
Thank
what it
you.
is to me.
Right. Okay, so our question, I guess we should read it. Anna, go ahead, Chaveevah.
Anna from Cedar Falls says, I watch your show every Friday on Mediacom, and I've always wondered why you say boom shakalaka at the beginning of your show.
Right. And what's your explanation, Chaveevah?
Well, see, for me, it's like a personal trip back to the 70s.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're on your own private trip. Okay.
A little bit, but yeah, boom shakalaka does sort of interject a little bit of excitement, because otherwise, like we started out with a good afternoon.
Oh, right.
How are
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
Hi. And, you know, by the time you get to Friday afternoon, quitting time, that kind of stuff, you got a whole different feeling. It isn't, how are you doing this? Boom shakalaka.
Right. It's
Yeah.
almost like a greeting. Like if I say boom shakalaka to you, what you gonna say? You're like, Mom, really?
Bingo, that's it.
Yeah.
That would be it.
But really, is it celebratory, or what do you think?
I mean, it makes a statement. It's something that obviously now that every time I hear it, I think of you guys. But yeah, I would agree with him. It sounds like, you know, a celebration. We finally made it to the end of the week, and we can finally untuck our shirts and take our faces off from work and actually, you know, enjoy ourselves, relax a little bit.
Right. Well, Anna, I hope you appreciated all these responses. And my answer to it is there's only one synonym that describes Friday.
Yeah.
And it's boom shakalaka. So keep that in mind. We're not. In fact, you asked me if we were going to keep saying that forever because you didn't really particularly like it. The answer is yes. It's here to stay.
Good.
All right. Okay. Travis is like, man, I wish y'all would leave that alone. Okay. All right. I think we're to our talking point today, Chaveevah. Now we're going to ask you guys just kind of loosen us up a little bit before we get into the deep stuff conversations with you about Gallagher and you about real estate. we'll start with you, Chris.
Sure.
How important is it for you not to wait until everything is just perfect to begin living your life?
Yeah, so I identify as a perfectionist first.
Oh.
I know that about myself. I want everything to be picture perfect. I'm afraid of looking silly or doing the wrong thing. So I think sometimes that stops me from doing what I intend to do. Right?
Okay.
And so if I'm trying to get all the pieces of the puzzle right before I do anything, I end up doing nothing sometimes.
Oh, good.
So for me, I think it's important that, myself, other people, if you know yourself as a perfectionist, that you do the best you can and you act, so you make sure you're actually moving rather than staying still.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
good. And it shows. You're actually picture perfect. I could tell. He reminds me of other people I know that are that way. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What about you, Chevy?
If we waited for everything to be perfect, we would have never started this show. Just as far as circumstances to be exactly this or exactly that. No, you can't wait to do that. Because life is still happening 24 hours a day, one day at a time. And so
Right.
you just make the most of it.
Yeah.
Great. Travis, your turn. And then I think we have some comments when you finish telling us why yes, go ahead. I know too much. Okay.
Well, I just, again, when it comes to waiting until everything is perfect, I think that's what delays a lot of greatness in a lot of cases. And I think one thing that we always preach is don't spend so much time at the drawing board. Sometimes it's good to kind of start from scratch, build things up, and get it running right before you put it into action. But a lot of times we believe in ready, fire, aim.
Ooh.
And in that way you kind of self-correct, course correct along the way.
Wow. You can tell they got strategic plans at that real estate team, right? With us, we started where we were, used what we had,
And do what we can.
shakalaka, right? Okay. And did you say we had some comments?
We do have some comments.
Yes.
Randy Hess says, hello, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Philip Banks says, hello, Fergusons, past and present.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And then Charles Jefferson says, hello, my favorite people. And he also commented, I think we need to come up with a theme song for you all.
Oh, nice.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Charles.
That's a singer talking about
I'm-
a theme song.
Sounds like a volunteer.
Right, a
All right.
singer. I like the way you say singer. Okay. All
Personal
right.
quirk.
Okay. One other thing we're going to move on to before we get to our questions for our guests, and it's our Give It Air. I love the quote that you shared, Chaveevah. Until the lions have their historians, the tales of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. And I think that's an African proverb.
Yes, absolutely.
It talks about how important it is to tell your own story so somebody else doesn't tell it and mess it up. So, that's our Give It Air today. And I just want to say, I thought of it because of Emmett Till, the new Emmett Till movie, where she says and she means that there will be no horror, no violence against black people in this film. And I just love that because that's them telling their own story. Because believe it or not, there are people that wait to see black people getting hurt on television in stories like that. So I like that it's going to start from joy and end in joy. So they're telling their own story. Okay, Chaveevah.
Yeah, sometimes traditionally it's the power dynamic that determines whose side of the story is going to be told. And so if you want your side to be told from your perspective, then you've got to tell it. Again, I refer back to this show and getting started with it because you can hear everywhere about how terrible Waterloo is and it's bad. This is going on and that's going on, but that's not what we see in our everyday lived experience. So we had to just share what we see, and that's what people have to do with their own personal stories.
Right. And how about you, Chris? Do you want to comment on that and how important it is to tell your own individual story?
Yeah. You're the only one that knows your story, right? And I think storytelling and writing history has been part of human nature forever, right? And so it's a really important way that we know what actually happened, right? If we just listen to as Chaveevah was saying, who was in power and who's in the history books and things like that, we don't get the full story, right? Because it's often from a very particular perspective or viewpoint.
Right.
And so, it's up to us to make sure that we're making a point to keep our history alive, and as a.
Isn't that kind of what we've been doing here, in my opinion, in America, is just taking what we've been given and accepting that as true, in your opinion?
Yeah, a lot of times, and I think challenging everything is something that is becoming more and more known and done. I think by students in school, they're challenging their teachers, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because I think we are trained to consume this their perspective of the truth. The historians, whoever they may be. But like you said, everything is all about perspective, and we know that that's one side of the story. And I think telling your own story gives people the opportunity to hear it from a different angle. And a lot of times the same message coming from a different angle might resonate a little bit differently. So I think that all speaks power into telling your own story.
We like to hear thank you, Travis, and we like to hear what you think about that Give It Air discussion today. Please chime in, and hopefully you're writing Boom Shakalaka to be entered to the contest for the end of the month.
That's right, that's right. Yeah.
And Chris, I know you want to talk about a lot of things at the Gallagher, and I know you had a big cancellation, and it's a big disappointment because we were really looking forward to going. But we're going to put you to the side since you canceled on us. Okay. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I deserve it.
We are going to talk to you about the upcoming season. But really today is kind of about this guy. Our Travis Ferguson. He has sponsored and supported us. Let's give him a hand.
Yeah.
Yay! Travis, you have been a big support to North End Update ever since we started, and we wanted to present you with this plaque, that just a little token of recognition. I wanted to get it open, but maybe not. Anyway, and this is, I don't know if you can get a shot of it. Yeah, but this is just a shot of a plaque that says, maybe you could read it, Travis.
I love it. Wow. This is a real, you guys really had this made, okay.
Yeah.
North End Update presents the Ferguson Real Estate Team with Making Us All Look Good Award, October 2022. Wow, this is really an honor. I had no idea. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. That's not all.
Oh,
There's more.
But wait,
there's more. Right, this actually, maybe you can use your muscles, but it's a, you gotta pull, oh, here it comes.
Can you get it?
No,
Maybe
you gotta pull
here.
that out. It's,
Here,
yeah,
let's
tear
get it open like this.
There
we go.
And imagine what it
Oh,
says.
my goodness.
Boom, shakalaka. All right.
I love it. I love it. I
for
think
you
she's
too.
making a play on my caffeine
Oh.
addiction, so she knows that this is gonna get used. Thank you so much.
Yes, and one more thing.
Oh.
This is a certificate for a gift. What is it, Chaveevah?
yes, it is a gift certificate to the Spark Lot.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes,
This
indeed.
is perfect. You guys read my mind. I was just saying that. As a matter of fact, I was just on the phone with Nia yesterday.
Oh.
And I was talking about how excited I was to stop in there for the first time. So now I got some
All right.
spinning change.
There you go.
There you go.
Great.
I love
And
it.
since
Thank you.
we're talking to you and showering you with gifts, why don't you tell everything, well, everybody, I know all the people, Charles and Philip, they're not on there to see us. They want to hear this big announcement.
Well,
So, drum roll.
Well, I don't think there's a drum roll needed, but
What?
first of all, thank you guys so much. Every
Oh.
time I come on the show, I'm always honored. I love you guys' message and what you guys do for the community. And every time I'm able to just stop by and check on you guys, it's always a treat. So thank you again
You're
for the
so
opportunity.
welcome. Likewise.
We have actually been working on something that's been in the making for the past couple of years. Actually, I wanted to wait until I was on this show with you guys to actually say anything officially. But you guys all know that the reason I started this real estate journey was to eventually bring it back home to Waterloo, where it all started, and to provide opportunities for young people and aspiring real estate agents and even existing real estate agents. And we've been slowly making steps towards doing that, but we're getting ready to make the biggest step yet. And that is officially opening a physical office for the Ferguson Real Estate Team downtown Waterloo.
Woo!
We are very, very excited.
Talk about excited. stroll right down the street.
Come on down.
Come on
Right.
down. Get your real estate, a cup of coffee.
Exactly. So we're really excited, not only for what our office and what our team is going to be able to do for the community, but we're also just excited about downtown Waterloo and what it looks like right now. There's so many exciting, and speaking of my coffee addiction, we're actually sharing a wall with the Lincoln Perk. So we're on the other side of them, so definitely be getting my coffee fixed.
So you don't have to go far to get your fix.
Exactly.
Right, and some great collaborations. I know you do a lot with the youth and Shift, and so just we're so proud of you. I mean, Waterloo's proud of you. Of course, I'm proud of you. And also, I know you have a baby coming any minute.
Any minute. That's why I'm in and out really quick. I can't be too far away from home.
Right. Well, thank you so much for waiting to share it right here on North End Update. And we have some 10 minutes, okay? I thought that said comments. Okay, so yeah, we want to welcome you and thank you so much. Welcome you to downtown Waterloo. Can't wait to see the presence down there.
Coming soon on the grand opening.
And the ribbon cutting, we'll be there live.
Oh
You
yeah,
can count on it.
gotta be. I hope so.
Yes. Thank you so much, Travis. That was worth waiting for, Chaveevah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And now it's time for us to pick Chris's brain just a little bit about some of the exciting things that are happening with this.
Oh, yeah.
It says it right there in 3 words: big, bold, and fun.
Yes. What does that mean, Chris?
Yeah, so first, I can't follow that up, so thanks for setting the bar real high for me.
Right. Sorry about that.
No,
But
it's
no,
all right.
you'll do fine.
No. I just want to say it's an honor to be on this show. It's my first time with you guys. I've been a fan. I moved to Waterloo a year ago, and I'm just a big fan of what y'all do and
Thank you.
the mission. And yeah, it's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm with the Gallagher Bluedorn. I moved here last year to start working as the marketing manager. We just announced our spring season here. It's Big, Bold, Fun, which is all that we do, right? Our shows are big, the stories are bold, and we want to give everyone a fun experience and a fun opportunity. So we have 7 shows coming up this spring. They were just announced on Wednesday, so it's hot off the press.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Tickets on sale November 17th, so put that date in your calendar there. We have a big Broadway show that lots of folks are talking about right now is The Book of Mormon. It's a comedy from the creators of South Park, so it's kind of an outrageous comedy if that's your scene. Right?
Okay.
It contains explicit language, I'll say that much, but it's a show a lot of folks love. It's sold out audiences around the world. So now we're getting it in April, which is exciting. But some other groups for the kids, Bluey's Big Play. Bluey is a kid show that lots of little kids love. You know about Bluey?
You know Bluey. That's like Teletubbies. I had no clue. That was out of my generation, but
So it's a big deal.
A big show with puppets. They're coming through. The Kingdom Choir, which is really exciting. It's a London-based choir. They do kind of contemporary choral stuff with really gospel tradition, like real rich. In 2018, they sang in the royal wedding, which is pretty cool. That's how they shot to national prominence. But they're coming through in February, and tickets for that show are only $1 for kids under 16. So for families that want to come see a show, we want to make sure that there's opportunity and access, and money doesn't have to be a barrier. So with shows like that, we try our best to bring the ticket prices down a bit.
Nice. I love that about you.
Yeah,
that is just so wonderful. And how long have you say you've been marketing manager for a little bit? For how long?
Yeah, just about a year now.
Oh, good. Well, you're a perfect fit. And we love hanging out with you and Jennifer. I know we text back and forth. Go ahead. I know you're getting ready to say something.
No. I was just thinking, I was looking at the list of, things that are going to be happening, and I saw that Kingdom Choir, and I was like, maybe I'll get my daughter to take me there.
Yeah.
Just talk about the cancellation briefly, just in case anybody had tickets and want refunds, or how is that going to work?
Yeah, so unfortunately, we did have Ailey 2 coming through on Sunday, November 6th, so that's the Sunday. But there was a COVID outbreak in the dance company, so unfortunately we did have to cancel, but keep the company and the dancers in your thoughts as they recover and get back on the road. They're scheduled to get back on November 10th, so they're taking the 5 to 10 days off and hopping right back in.
Sure.
But yeah, the show was canceled, so folks who had tickets should have received an email and a phone call. We're going to issue full refunds starting early next week. So that should happen automatically. You don't need to do anything for that. You'll get your money back.
All right. Do you have, go ahead.
No. I'm just in agreement.
Yeah, you have a website people can go to if you want to know more?
Yeah, for sure. So our website is gbpac.com.
All right.
But we also have Facebook, Instagram. Follow along with us there. We post all the time. So
easy to find.
Easy to find. If you have a question, send us a message. I check those all the time. So.
Or you can find Chris walking up and down East 4th Street, right?
I'll be at Lincoln Park all the time.
That's my second home, right?
Yeah,
all right, awesome. Okay, we're going to go ahead and thank our sustaining collaborators, and then we're going to move on. And I want to apologize to our viewers. Caleb's not here. Are there comments, Ed? I see you scrolling over there, Ed. Maybe he can't hear. No?
We just had, I just checked. Charles Jefferson wanted to congratulate the Ferguson real estate team for moving to Waterloo.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Ed, for filling in. We usually have our intern here, but we want to apologize to our viewers. But Ed's doing a great job, so I don't need to apologize. Okay, thank you, Ed. All right, so our sustaining collaborators, Chaveevah, we got to tell everybody how we keep up this pace.
That's right.
Right, who are they?
We have the Waterloo Community Foundation, of course, who's been very, very supportive of us. We Arose Co-op, we want to personally commend DeQuan Campbell for all his hard work all season long,
DeQuan
making
is
sure
just
that
the best.
fresh food was available and accessible through the Greens to Go mobile produce market.
Can you believe he invented that?
That is awesome.
Isn't that amazing? Agriculture, I just love it. Okay, who else should be?
Yes, the Grout Museum District.
Of course.
Yes, they've always got some great things going on there. Be sure to check out their website for more information on upcoming exhibits.
Right, and they have that Midwest Comfort Show right there now.
That's
and
right.
don't forget the Black Stories Collective is going to be changing their exhibit right now. Oh, thank you, Agnes. They have that civil rights movement up there, but now they're going to be changing it to local black businesses for the Black Stories Collective. So if you know of any black businesses, old or new, please, we got the Ferguson team now, so that's a great start.
There you go.
And some other things, so let them know what you're doing. And who else we got?
Okay, we got Banneker Watches and Clocks.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Yes, there you go, represent. All right,
Okay.
way to go, shout out to hometown.
That's right. And UNI Educational Opportunity Center, whatever you want to do, the next level for your education can start right there.
Yes, yes, check them out, and there it is. Thank you so much. All right, let's get started on these birthday people. Speaking of EOC, we're talking about Nicole Dillard, who's the boss.
All right.
Love leadership like that. And then we got my son-in-law, Breon Martin. Shout out to you. Leah Clark, Rush Cleveland, one of our favorites who was just here on our show. Shout out to you. And Eric Giddens.
Yes, we also want to say happy birthday to Deborah Hodges
Harmon. Shout out.
Sharon Silva, who was just with us in the pre-show.
Yes.
Carson Morrissey, happy
Yes.
birthday.
Love
Cynthia
Carson.
Golden.
Hey, Cindy.
And Daryl Rick Coleman.
All right, the sportsman. He got so many numbers in his head, I bet she can't think straight sometimes. A lot of stats, right?
Yeah.
All right, we want to say happy birthday. And you know how we do it. Sometimes we just go ahead and start the song on the slide like this. I'm sure you would agree.
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party
on the day you came to be.
Here's your part.
Happy birthday to ya.
Thanks for queuing
Happy birthday to ya.
Come on.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Okay.
That's how we get the weekend started.
That's right. Deal going on. trying to get recruited over here.
Oh my.
That's right. Get ready for some upcoming shows because next week for Veterans Day, it's going to be off the chain.
Yes.
If you're a veteran, if you know a veteran, have them, call their mama and them, and watch us.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. We're going to be on location
On location.
at the Veterans Museum.
Yes. We'll be right there with the 5 Sullivan Brothers statue and all of that. 97 Adams Street, where they used to live, right in the hood.
There you go.
Okay. All right. And as seasoned women, we've learned some things, and there are a few things that we've learned. And sometimes we've learned them from other seasoned women.
That's right.
And what I've learned is no one has the right to criticize, but they will.
Yep.
And so don't let their ugly words take up space in your beautiful mind.
Yes, absolutely. And what I've learned is that being kind is more important than being right.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Oh no, I want to be right. Don't get me wrong. But let's be kind.
Right, let's not fight, right? Especially this time of year, so much to fight about. Right?
Yeah.
All right, we want to encourage our viewers, and thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And we want to encourage our viewers to keep doing more stuff that makes you awesome.
That's right, like Travis and like Chris.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it makes us all look good.
Hey, folks, and remember, if it's Friday,
It's North End Update. See you next week.